believes I can't sleep.
It's time to listen to Courtney at last on the Ramblings of an Insomniac podcast.
Hello, welcome to episode 75 of the Ramblings of an Insomniac. I am Courtney Perry. Hello, good afternoon. I just want to start out by saying I'm having a hard time. I'm really just kind of all over the place, you know. My thoughts are everywhere. I can't seem to get them in control. I can't seem to get them under wraps. They're running amok. And I'm not sure what to do with it. I'm trying really hard to exercise and keep myself busy. I'm trying to make sure I take my medication. You know, I am taking Lexapro for anxiety. I'm trying to remember to breathe and stretch, trying to keep myself busy, listen to music, you know, be outside and breathe and take in nature. And sorry, my dog's nails, I need to cut them and they are walking all over the floor. Oh, cute. She climbed into her bed. But anyway, I just can't get my mom and the situation with her out of my mind. I am concerned with, I should say, not concerned for my son, just trying to repair our relationship, trying to work out our relationship, make sure it's not destroyed, because right now it's just not healthy. And when you don't have a healthy relationship with one of your children, someone that you gave birth to and you love and care about so much and you want only the best for, it's really hard. It's hard arguing with family. It's hard not getting along with a family member. They're your family, you know, supposed to stick with each other through thick and thin and support each other and have each other's back. But then they tell you don't stay with anyone that's toxic. If they're toxic, don't be with that person. But what if that person is your child? You're not going to leave your child. And what are some things I need to change? You know, I'm not saying it's all him at all. And I think that he's an amazing human for 1,000 reasons. I worship both of my sons very much, and I think they are both amazing humans that I love more than I can even describe. It's just that when you have a hard time with any family member, it takes a toll, you know? And then I start thinking of the times my mom and I have argued, and I would love nothing more than to have that time back. And I sound like such a cliche. I sound like such a freaking after school PBS special. I know I sound nauseating, but it's true. I would kill to have that time with my mom back, those times that we argued about stupid stuff, those times that I didn't stay with her longer, the times that I was being selfish and exhausted because I'd been at work all day and I went to go visit her and I didn't stay that long because I was tired and hungry and I should have stayed with her longer. Like, she's scared and alone and I never got to see her. And then when I did, I would stay with her, but I felt like I didn't stay as long. And now I'm having so much regret and guilt. I'm just riddled with, I'm doing the whole what if I would have done this? What if I would have said this? What if I would not have said this? What if I would not have done that? Where did the time go? If I could just have that moment back, you know, I'm doing all the things that everyone does when they lose someone. I don't know why humans do that with each other. Why do we not spend that time with each other when we have it? I mean, I spent a lot of time with my mom. But now I feel like it wasn't enough. And then I think, okay, well, I've spent more than most people, but then I'm like, that doesn't mean that it was enough though. I could have done more. I should have done more. And Now I don't want my son and I to be where, what if something, God forbid, happened to him and we were in this just not good place? We're not healthy with each other. We need to make our relationship healthy. And I'm struggling. I know what I need to do. And like I said in my last couple episodes, I know what I need to do. I'm just struggling doing it. I'm struggling a lot with just all this guilt from my mom, not my mom giving me guilt, but I just mean me feeling guilty over things I felt like I could have done better. I'm feeling guilty with my oldest son, like I could have done things better and I wasn't able to visit him because some things happened at work and I had to put in some hours at work. And then I felt guilty because even though I try to go up there at least once a week, I feel like it's not enough. I feel like I don't help out my neighbors enough. I feel like I don't see my friends enough. I feel like I don't keep in touch enough. And then I think, okay, so just stop talking about it and just do those things. Start spending more time with these people. Start repairing your relationship. Start doing what you need to do. But when you're depressed, you know all the answers. But the whole point on why people call it depression is actually starting those things and doing them is what it's the difficult part. That's what makes it difficult. That's why people call it depression is it's not that they are at a loss of what to do, or maybe you are, but most of the time people know very well what they should be doing, what they need to be doing. They know what the answer is. It's just the whole getting out of bed. I mean, to me, getting out of bed is hard. So when I do that, I'm like, go me. And then going to work, that's hard. So then when I do that, I'm like, go me. When I deal with people and I don't want to, I'm like, go me. So then by the time I get home and stuff, I'm tired from doing all these things that stress me out and make me have anxiety. So then my brain is just drained. It's drained. It's a lot for people with anxiety. It's a lot for people that are introverts and only children. And it's a lot for me to be around people. Everyone thinks that I'm this people person and I'm not. I'm actually shy and I will talk a lot to cover up being shy and cover up that quiet, that awkward quiet. I will go, I'll be coming home from work and I'll be in a good mood and just bam, something will just hit me so hard out of the blue and I'll start crying and thinking about my mom. I don't know why, because 5 seconds before that, I was fine. And then it just quite literally hits me and then I'm not fine again. I'll be sleeping and I'll wake up from a sleep and then I'll be thinking of weird shit that I should not be thinking of. And then I can't get back to sleep. I'll be having a perfectly good day, playing with my dogs. Everything will be going fine. Then I'm like, things are going too fine. Things are going too well. Uh-oh. What's around the corner? What's going to happen? Something's going to happen because things are going too well. I can't seem to allow myself just to freaking enjoy the good and to let my brain just stop. I was talking about quieting the noise the other day. I was talking about stopping and getting rid of that noise. And for me, that's so hard. For a lot of people, that's so hard. I'm not the only one. Definitely not the only one. I don't know. I miss my mom. I need to figure out how to communicate better with my youngest son. I want to spend more time with my oldest son and my grandson and grandkids and my daughter-in-law. And I want to be a better fiance. I want to be better for my fiance. He gets left out all the time. Poor guy is always last on the totem pole. I even put my dogs before him half the time. And I don't know why. He's done everything for me. He treats me like a princess, like a queen. He's amazing. He understands me. He gets me. He knows when to, you know, talk me down. He knows when to leave me alone. And he knows when I need him to be blunt and not let me get away with crap. And that poor man doesn't get 100% of my time either. I don't have anyone that gets 100% of my time if I'm hanging out with someone, then obviously I'm going to give them 100% of my time because I'm with them. But I do better at one-on-one, not group situations. Sorry, I'm typing something on my keyboard while doing a podcast. I'm such a multitasker, right? I don't know. I'm having a moment. I'm having a 49 years of a moment, right? I have my good days. I have my bad days. I'm just so generic, right? I'm just like everybody else, I guess that's a good thing. I don't want to be special. I don't need to be special. I don't need to be like everyone else. But I am like everybody else. We all have our problems. We all have our good days and our bad days. We all have times we handle things well, and sometimes our struggles last longer than our victories. So I just wanted to throw that out there that if you're struggling, so am I. And we can ride this bus together and try to navigate it together and try to figure out where the hell we're going without careening off of a cliff. Maybe we can do it step by step, take off one training wheel and then the other. And then, no hands, no hands. I don't know. Are you one of those people is anybody out there a fly by the seat of their pants kind of person? Do you just kind of live life on the edge and just sort of don't make plans? It's just everything is sort of last minute and you're just riding that wave. That's good and bad, We need the planners. We need the crazy people that don't plan. We need the people that live life to the fullest and the people that step back for a second and go, hey, the hall monitors, hey, guy, that's not safe. That's not safe, guys. Guys, we need to be wearing a helmet. Guys, no drinking and driving. We need the responsible. We need the crazy. We need everybody to make this life work, right? Right now, I'm part of the crazy. I'm part of the all over the place, feeling all the feels crew. So that's what's been on my mind. Trying to not fill my life with regret and the what ifs. I can't control it, so I can't change anything that I've done. And I need to figure out, are these things that I want to and have intention on changing, or am I just complaining and I'm not actually going to change it? What am I going to do with this feeling? What am I going to do with the fact that I've acknowledged that I have this feeling? Now, where do I go? That's the first step, right? Admitting you have a problem. Apparently, I have a problem being happy. I don't know. Content, not feeling anxious, but I don't feel anxious. I'm like, wait, like what a messed up life. I'm just so all over the place and it sucks having anxiety, having PTSD, coming from an abusive background, all of those things, coming from an alcoholic background, um, coming from neglect and stuff. It's just you are always in a state of what if and looking around and waiting for the other shoe to drop. It's like you're just always waiting for something to happen because you have to be prepared. And if you're not prepared, that's when things happen, right? Even when you are prepared, no matter how much you prepare, when you come from the background I came from, things still happened no matter how much you think you can prepare. And so I'm just always used to like having to be one eye open, I'd probably make a good soldier, I guess. So if you're going through the same thing, my heart goes out to you and I'm sorry. I wish I had words of wisdom. I wish I had some profound knowledge for you. But if you're like me, you're aware. You're aware of what you're going through. You're aware of what you need to do. And if you've admitted it, you've recognized it, hey, you're doing better than a lot. So give yourself some credit for that, right? Anyway, those are the things keeping me up, Those are the things on my mind that's making me lose some sleep. So I hope those of you out there don't have ulcers. Don't allow it to cause you an ulcer. Try to figure out how to manage and cope better than myself. All right, guys. On that depressing, wonderful note, what a horrible way to leave a podcast. My gosh, I feel like I should leave with something a little less sad, a little less of a bummer, right? Buzzkill. Hey, you're wonderful. You're fabulous. Fabulous. I'll give you 2 snaps and a twist for listening to my podcast, guys. Thank you so much for listening. Until next time.